You know, the paper said today that that game 50 years ago was one for the books. Who knows, as it featured both Central and Creighton Prep. And just a couple of days ago, the Junior Jays record running back Richard Wynn. And then, at the beginning of the season, middle left, Teddy Lampkin from Central was featured in the high school preview section. And of course tonight, as the program looked 50 years ago, Central against Prep. It looks like to me, from where I'm standing, Papio South has again lost its composure, and Burke has righted the ship and is just simply out executing the Titans. With second-year head coach Brett Freund, 14-7 could have been a lot worse.
Could have been a lot worse. I'm actually happy it's 14-7. We're not playing well. We keep shooting ourselves in the foot, and they're making some plays on us. So disappointed with our effort, but I'm glad it's 14-7.
Obviously, that late drive in the first half was very important. Obviously, you're asking Cameron Morgan to do a little bit more tonight.
We are. We see some things opened up, but we haven't been able to sustain a drive. Once we get the ball moving, we've been getting a big penalty and pushes us back. So we just got to get some momentum going. I think we'll be okay the second half.
Defensively, you and I talked before the game. John Feynman, one of the best in-game offensive minds in the state. So how do you defend that passing attack? Do you press coverage or zone? Just don't let them get behind you.
We're combining it a little bit. We just got to keep him guessing a little bit, because as soon as he figures out what you do, then you're done.
13 Junior Jays over Central. Of course, 50 years ago, the game ended in a scoreless tie. Joining me right now is a player in that game, Sandy Buddha, and of course the head man for Creighton Prep, Don Leahy. Great night, isn't it, Don?
Oh, JJ, I'll tell you, I'm looking at 10,000 people here at least, and it's a great night. It's far from a 0-0 game, though. I tell you, we're going to have some big numbers up there.
What is your number one memory from 1960?
The fact that we finished the season undefeated, and it was a great game. You know, you may think that 0-0 tie can't be a good football game, but there's so much hype, so much interest in the game, so much hard hitting, and of course the presence of Gail Sayers made it special.
Speaking of Gail Sayers, you swear to me that Gail Sayers was not the fastest guy on Central's team that year.
Ardell Gunn and Vernon Brakefield ran the sprints for Central. Gail was the long jumper because he wasn't fast enough. They were the number one team in the state, averaging over 50 points a game. Prep was the number one defensive team in the state. Ended up 0-0 tie, but there were no losers in that game, JJ.
Cameron Morgan emerged as Westside's starting quarterback late last season. But with the emergence of Tyrus Bolton this year, the running game, the quarterback wasn't asked to do much but simply manage the game. In fact, Cameron Morgan completed just one pass, and that big one over Prep. Well, so far tonight, he's completed a few more. Cameron Morgan has been asked to do a little bit more. He's now answering the bell late in the first half. Injuries have plagued Bellevue West not just through the season, but it appears early in this game. That's D lineman Robert O'Donnell's got a right knee problem. We're not sure if he's going to return. And then on the offensive side of the ball, DeAndre Skaggs has got a right ankle problem. So on both sides of the ball for the T-Birds, they're hurting already, and it's only the first half. I'm surrounded by zombies! All right, now, Corey, what's the deal tonight? You guys look kind of funky.
We like the look of being dead.
Well,
and that's about it.
The football team is clinging to life, so to speak. Would you agree?
Yeah.
All right, now, give me your zombie face. Ready? Ah!